Hello, welcome to the Divine Reflections channel. Let's read Genesis chapter 3 together. Verse 1 Now the serpent was more subtle than any beast of the field which the Lord God had made. And he said unto the woman, Yea, hath God said, Ye shall not eat of every tree of the garden? Verse 2 And the woman said unto the serpent, We may eat of the fruit of the trees of the garden. Verse 3 But of the fruit of the tree which is in the midst of the garden, God hath said, Ye shall not eat of it, neither shall ye touch it, lest ye die. Verse 4 And the serpent said unto the woman, Ye shall not surely die. Verse 5 For God doth know that in the day ye eat thereof, then your eyes shall be opened, and ye shall be as gods, knowing good and evil. Verse 6 And when the woman saw that the tree was good for food, and that it was pleasant to the eyes, and a tree to be desired to make one wise, she took of the fruit thereof, and did eat, and gave also unto her husband with her. And he did eat. Verse 7 And the eyes of them both were opened, and they knew that they were naked. And they sewed fig leaves together, and made themselves aprons. Verse 8 And they heard the voice of the Lord God walking in the garden in the cool of the day. And Adam and his wife hid themselves from the presence of the Lord God amongst the trees of the garden. Verse 9 And the Lord God called unto Adam, and said unto him, Where art thou? Verse 10 And he said, I heard thy voice in the garden, and I was afraid, because I was naked, and I hid myself. Subscribe, share your thoughts in the comments, and leave a like to support us on this journey. Verse 11 And he said, Who told thee that thou wast naked? Hast thou eaten of the tree, whereof I commanded thee that thou shouldest not eat? Verse 12 And the man said, The woman whom thou gavest to be with me, she gave me of the tree, and I did eat. Verse 13 And the Lord God said unto the woman, What is this that thou hast done? And the woman said, The serpent beguiled me, and I did eat. Verse 14 And the Lord God said unto the serpent, Because thou hast done this, thou art cursed above all cattle, and above every beast of the field. Upon thy belly shalt thou go, and dust shalt thou eat all the days of thy life. Verse 15 And I will put enmity between thee and the woman, and between thy seed and her seed. It shall bruise thy head, and thou shalt bruise his heel. Verse 16 Unto the woman he said, I will greatly multiply thy sorrow and thy conception. In sorrow thou shalt bring forth children, and thy desire shall be to thy husband, and he shall rule over thee. Verse 17 And unto Adam he said, Because thou hast hearkened unto the voice of thy wife, and hast eaten of the tree, of which I commanded thee, saying, Thou shalt not eat of it, cursed is the ground for thy sake. In sorrow shalt thou eat of it all the days of thy life. Verse 18 Thorns also and thistles shall it bring forth to thee, and thou shalt eat the herb of the field. Verse 19 In the sweat of thy face shalt thou eat bread, till thou return unto the ground. For out of it wast thou taken, for dust thou art, and unto dust shalt thou return. Verse 20 And Adam called his wife's name Eve, because she was the mother of all living. Verse 21 Unto Adam also and to his wife did the Lord God make coats of skins, and clothed them. Verse 22 And the Lord God said, Behold, the man is become as one of us, to know good and evil. And now, lest he put forth his hand, and take also of the tree of life, and eat and live forever. Verse 23 Therefore the Lord God sent him forth from the Garden of Eden, to till the ground from whence he was taken. Verse 24 So he drove out the man. And he placed at the east of the Garden of Eden cherubims, and a flaming sword which turned every way, to keep the way of the tree of life. Don't forget, please subscribe, share your thoughts in the comments, and leave a like to support us on this journey. The story of Adam and Eve has been one of the most popular stories since the dawn of humanity. It is a story so captivating that it has inspired countless works of art, music, and literature. At its heart is the forbidden fruit, a symbol of temptation and the consequences of disobedience. But what exactly was the forbidden fruit? What did it look like, taste like, or symbolize? Unfortunately, the Bible doesn't provide many details about the forbidden fruit. In Genesis chapter 2 verse 16 it says, And the Lord God commanded the man, You are free to eat from any tree in the garden, but you must not eat from the tree of the knowledge of good and evil, for when you eat from it, you will die a death. Notice it doesn't say what kind of tree it was, only that it was in the middle of the garden. It just says that if they ate from it, they would die. The tree of knowledge was located in the middle of the garden, which indicates that it was an important and prominent tree. This could suggest that the fruit was something highly coveted or valuable, making it all the more tempting for Adam and Eve to consume. It was an attractive tree with delicious fruit, perhaps similar to other desirable fruits mentioned in the Bible, such as figs, grapes, or pomegranates. These fruits were not only tasty but also aesthetically pleasing, which could have contributed to their allure. The fruit was described as being very good for food. Perhaps it had a sweet, juicy flavor that appealed to Adam and Eve's palate. Some people believe that the forbidden fruit may have been the same as the fruit of the tree of life, which was also located in the garden. If this is true, then the fruit may have had some miraculous or healing properties. According to Jewish tradition, the fruit of the tree of life was an apple. But there is no scriptural basis for this belief. However, the Talmud, which is a compilation of Jewish religious teachings, states that the fruit of the tree of life was an apple tree in the middle of the Garden of Eden, and it was from this tree that the first apple was plucked. Other traditions identify the forbidden fruit as a pomegranate or a fig. Both fruits were commonly associated with fertility and sexuality in ancient cultures, which could have added to their appeal for Adam and Eve. The pomegranate, with its many seeds, symbolized abundance and new life, while the fig, with its hidden interior, represented the mysteries of the female body. Regardless of what type of fruit it was, the forbidden fruit in the Garden of Eden holds a special place in our collective imagination. It is a reminder of the power of temptation and the consequences of disobedience. But it is also a symbol of the human condition, our capacity for both good and evil, and our eternal quest for knowledge and understanding. What do you think the forbidden fruit looked like? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Also, let us know what you want us to read next. Please subscribe, like the video, share with your family and friends. Until next time, God bless you.